Okay, we continue our learning of reproduction by going to 4.2, which will be looking at human reproduction system. For this section here, I want the students, you to draw the male reproductive system as well as the female reproductive system. Here I have taken from your textbook the male reproduction system first. These are the different parts that you can see from the diagram here. So we have the testis, the point where later we see what is the use. The testis is joined to the sperm duct, and the sperm duct is joined to the urethra. At the junction here, you have this glands, the seminal glands, the prostate glands and the seminal vesicles. And of course, lastly is the urethra. This goes into the penis. Now let's look at the function of each part. Testis. Let's look at testis first. Testis is produced to male gametes, which is usually the sperms, and the male sex hormone. Sex hormones comes into the picture when a person reaches puberty, because sex hormone can change the male physical characteristics. From the testis, where the sperm is produced, let's say the sperm start to move, it goes to the sperm duct. That's why I look at sperm duct here. They transport the sperm from the testis to the urethra inside the body. From the sperm duct, it goes and meet to the this first here, number 3. This together, where you have the seminal vesicles and the prostate glands. Here, this one, it takes care of the sperm, the nutritional fluid, and then nutrients and protective of sperm. After that, the sperm is sent to number 4, the urethra, where it channels the discharge of sperm and urine from the body. This urethra is inside the penis. And finally, the whole structure, the testis, is protected by the skin called the scrotum. It holds and protects the testis. This is good enough for what you need to know as the function of an individual part. From here, we move on to the female reproductive system. We have the front view and the side view. And ovary, of course, is the organ that will produce the female gametes, reproductive cells. And the female has 2 ovary, like the male has 2 testes. And it's connected to the fallopian tube, and this is connected to the uterus. And the structure cervix actually separate the inside and the outside. Okay, let's look at the parts that we just talked about. Now again, we start with the ovary, because this is where the reproductive cell is produced. So produce the female gamete called the ovum, and this is also producing the female sex hormone. From the ovary, the ovum is passed to the fallopian tube. The fallopian tube will transfer the ovum to the uterus. But you can see that the fallopian tube here is the fertilization can take place there, as well as transporting the ovary. It's not the ovary. Yes, transferring the ovary into the ovum, which is actually called the uterus, not the ovum, the uterus, a place where the embryo develop and grow in the future. So the cervix also produces mucus to enable the sperm to swim into the uterus, and the vagina is where the sperm is received and a channel through which the baby is born. So that is the part of the female reproductive system. That's all.